It looks nice. It looks like a design. It very much seems like if this was a Disney Mortal Kombat character. Guys, welcome back to the YKB, Why Keep the Box Collecting, where we immediately destroy the value of our figures and free them for their plastic and cardboard prisons. I got you something nice today. I have Disney's Mirrorverse Genie. Now, I remember seeing these figures when they initially came out and thought they looked cool. So I wasn't going to pay $24 for them, but for $3.99, definitely can keep a crack at it. Let's take it to the table. Alright, so let's look at the box here. We have the Genie. Now, the box looks pretty nice with some detailed rendering from the game on both sides. But for the most part, it's McFarlane standard box stuff. But here at the YKB, we don't care about boxes, so let's open them up. I got this here. Put this off to the side for now. And we have this box. We have the typical McFarlane file card that no one cares about. And I'm guessing because Genie can't stand, because he has no legs, we have this stand thing. So let's open him up and get him standing. I don't know who cares about file cards. I definitely don't. But I guess it has the bio with the game stats and stuff, so maybe it's a card game. $24 figures, card game. That just came apart. Cracks into place, but doesn't really move. Well, that's an issue. I haven't even got up into articulation yet, but I can't even get it closed. There you go, now we got Genie. Now, this figure looks pretty dope. It was kind of one of the only ones I kind of wanted out of this thing. It was the Genie and, what was it? I think it was Buzz Lightyear I really wanted, because those were the coolest looking ones. Still looking for Buzz, but I'm not going to pick him up for anything close to retail. That's besides the point. Let's get closer up to Genie. Look at the details. For the most part, looks nice. It looks like the game. I've never played the game, and I doubt many people have, just from the way it's went. It looks nice. It looks like a design. It very much seems like if this was a Disney Mortal Kombat character, definitely looks formidable. He looks like he could fight. He comes with no accessories unless you consider the Stanley accessories and the file card. So this could even be a player card. I don't know, but typically these are file cards. But enough with this. Let's see how he's articulated. Let's see if he has any articulation to begin with. So I took this off just because he can do a T-pose. He has typical McFarlane arms, if you can see in there. So he can do a T-pose. Arm goes all the way up, but it does get hindered by his cape, which is a softer plastic, which is nice. It's a really softer plastic. Now, his stomach, by the way, really no movement. It pops off relatively easily. Figured that out when I opened it up. So thank God that the plastic didn't break off. Doesn't look like there's been much stressing, so. But then again, if you get this Genie character, I don't think there's going to be much articulation and comes over there, which I kind of wish it did, because you don't have legs, so. And also on the stand thing, he's fairly tall. So he needs to look down, and he can't. So that's a problem. But the arms are double jointed with hideous cuts. There is a bicep swivel and a ball joint on the wrist for all those great McFarlane poses. This is not an overlay piece. I thought it would be, but it really is, it's a peg in there. So you cannot do some jewelry swaps. The head is a small ball joint. Definitely looks like Obi Stress, so I'm not taking that out. But he can't look side to side. So I was really hoping this line was gonna be something because I did want some cool looking characters. Like I saw some concept art for what was it, like the Little Mermaid and Belle. I think I saw a figure of her which looked pretty dope. She was a sorceress or something. The figures themselves look dope. The problem was I wasn't gonna pay $24 for them. I would have for Buzz, but I couldn't find him. Really does seem like they put a little bit of detail in this. McFarlane did. Enough of it works, but then again, this is an articulated statue, which is a McFarlane special. So let's see the height, and then after that, we'll check scale. And to preface this, this does not turn, so you will have to actually turn the figure all the way around. This little thing doesn't spin, which kind of sucks. Doesn't move at any point, which he can't look down. So Genie no Aladdin is he's about 8 inches to his head, and what is that? 8 1/4 to the top of his hair, and from shoulder to shoulder, what is that? That's 3 inches, but blade to blade, that's about 4 1/4. So he will be taking up quite a bit of real estate on your shelf. So that's that. So Genie with no Aladdin, I kind of can't get him to stand up by himself. I can show y'all because I didn't do it on camera. So he has to be in this thing, which is gonna make him much taller than every other character. So this might ruin scale, but oh well. Star Wars Black Series, G.I. Joe Classified, Marvel Legends, SH Figure Arts, McFarlane Spawn, NECA Turtle, Loyal Subjects. Actually looks pretty good together. This Loyal Subject Aang looks great with a lot of figures. That's besides the point. Now, for the most part, this Genie looks good. It looks like a decent character. Like, it's not the most expensive thing that McFarlane has ever done, but at least it looks nice. Now, the articulation is absolutely terrible. All it can move is his arms. His head can't even move. His waist can't even move. Obviously, that should just been one piece if that wasn't going to be able to move. But his stand's also huge. So, he definitely easily is taking up a lot of real estate on your shelf. I love the soft plastic. That works. But it's a decent figure if you find it for that $3.99 price. And for more reviews like this, come to the YKB. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm out. It's a good design. It works.